Hey everyone, welcome back to the Daily Healing Journal. Okay, so I just wanted to talk to you guys about scrolling. I know you've heard it. It's not good for you. You shouldn't do it. And this is going to sound really strange coming from a content creator, right? Which I guess that's what they call us these days. I have, since I was a little girl, had this calling to record everything, film everything, and my parents actually used to ask me, why are you doing that? And I was really little, probably about 5 years old. And I said, because when I die, I want there to be something left that's valuable for other people to find. I don't know where I gathered that. I don't know how I knew that. It's a knowing that I've had since I was born. So this is a strange message to give because I am here to provide the world with music, art, videos, lessons I'm learning and have learned. And the easiest, fastest, most efficient way to get that out to other people is to put it on social media. And for a lot of people to find it, that means scrolling. However, there's something about consuming all of this stuff that's making our world sick. And people aren't being mindful about what they're consuming. For example, when I was a little girl, and I'm by no means innocent here in my life lessons, I have fallen in and out of knowing what's right and wrong. So you have to practice it every day, right? So we're all guilty of all of this. But, I never liked scary movies. It didn't feel right. Remember the movie Bambi? Like when the mom was about to get shot by the hunter, I would hide behind the corner and I would just wait till that part was over. And that always really freaked me out. Even like the music, airplane, pause. Welcome to Key West. We're in the flight path right here, so. But this is a really important thing because I know that you feel this with me. The world changed. It's like we lost this connection, right? And I think it's because people started to consume things that didn't align with what made them feel good. And it's important because you don't want to live a life where you're just swarming in things that don't make you feel good. You want to live a life that everybody feels good in. And I know that certain things make other people feel good and certain things don't. We're all different. We're allowed to be different. That's what makes the world go round. But you have to think of yourself as just like this little energy ball to understand this. And if this isn't for you, it's all good. But for me, this is where I'm at. And so from my perspective in what's worked for me as an artist, painter, singer, very right-brained, it's like I walk lopsided, is that I have to pay attention to my energy fuel tank, okay? We are more energy than we are matter. And whether you're ready to hear that or not, that's up to you. But that's the truth. That's the science. And our inner peace and our freedom come from focusing on what is within our control. And a lot of times we're grabbing for things that aren't in our control and we're consuming things that are putting us out of control, causing us to be out of control, right? Another flight. Welcome to Key West. So, and our actions, our thoughts, and our integrity, those 3 pillars are really important, okay? So focus on your actions and your thoughts and your integrity before you're scrolling. Otherwise, you're going to consume the wrong stuff. Because if you're not focused on those things, you're going to be focused on the fluctuating opinions of other people. And when we do this, even if it's like we get all revved up, like, I don't agree with that sucks, nah. And then all of a sudden, 17 seconds later, like I keep saying, that momentum begins. We really got a lot of flight traffic up there. Air traffic, how you doing? So I just, I really want you to hear this message because before you scroll, it's so important. Get in alignment and in balance because before you know it, you're going to be scrolling your way into doom. And it's not good. And then the rest of your day is going to feel weird. Have you ever felt that feeling? We've all been there where, maybe we couldn't go to sleep, so we're scrolling and then we end up on a podcast or we end up on the news, which I don't even watch. But we get stuck on these things and then all of a sudden everything else in our life just starts to feel a little chaotic. And then the next morning, because we went to bed listening to that, all of a sudden we're like, why is today off? Well, because when you went to sleep, that was the last thing that you were watching, right? Keep that in mind and think of it as like the grocery store. So when you go into the grocery store, that food is energy, right? We need more energy. If you're spending all of your time in the candy aisle and in all the bread and all the things that might give you energy for this amount of time, but what about all the things that are going to give you energy for this amount of time and repair cells and food that is going to be better energy for your body? I picked a great time to sit outside, I guess. Welcome to Key West. Sorry, you guys, but that's the beauty of these videos, is these are not videos that are my cinematic, fun stuff. It's chatty fun stuff, all right? So anyway, but keep that in mind. And then the recharge discharge thing. So again, more energy. Who, what, where? Who are you giving your energy to? And who is taking your energy? And what? And it all starts in here, right? So the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. That is not a mystery. This is not brand new witchy stuff. This is ancient wisdom that's over 2,000 years old. And when people want to get into a place where they feel better, this is where you start. The last thing I want to leave you with today is entertainment, because that's always been my gig, right? Is entertainment. And I've always wanted to recharge people, fuel people. I've never wanted to discharge them and leave them feeling empty and tired. And so when I create music or videos or art, my intuitive harmony inside my heart is to want to provide that for people, that inspiration, and that, I love to paint with bright colors, and that's just my style. It doesn't mean that it's right for everyone, but that's just who I am. So the thing I want to leave you with is, you have to remember, what brings no benefit to the hive brings none to the bee, okay? So television, news, music, social media, interactions with other people, the food that you eat, all of this is the root. All of it is. And it's really hard to just go, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? Reset my entire life all of a sudden and feel overwhelmed? No. Start with one tiny thing a day. So if that means lots of airplanes today. But if that means that you have to reset one tiny thing, then start there. Think of it as a radio dial. You're not going to sit in your car and listen to 97.8 or whatever. And if it's not something that makes you feel good, you're just going to turn that dial to something that does, or something that interests you. And here's what I'm going to leave you with. If it's not helping you evolve, let it go. If they're not helping you evolve, let them go. If it is not helping you evolve, let it go. And if it's holding you back, and that's the thing that's what I have experienced, is when I start to grow, the things, people, places, all that stuff that isn't growing is gonna stay over here. It doesn't mean you don't love them and show empathy and compassion. It just means that you have to keep focusing on tuning your radio dial to what works best for you, right? So just keep in mind your moral compass. Our internal dialogue shapes our reality, okay? One more time. Our internal dialogue shapes our reality. So keep that in mind as you go about your day, and don't scroll the garbage, okay? Consume what refuels you, consume what helps you evolve into the person that you want to be and the life you want to live. That's how I am getting through my hardships. I hope that this helps you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, you guys.